Hi y'all, welcome to another Yoga Mo-Flo workout. I'm Heather. I'll be leading us through this workout today. Today is more of a total body workout. There are parts that are going to be really gentle today, and then also there's a couple parts that have a little bit of impact, so there will be a little bit of jumping. But I just encourage you to do your best. Remember to take breaks if you need to. We'll talk about modifications along the way, and just try to keep your breath steady and strong throughout. We've got baby guests joining us today, and little Henny Ruru might be coming on screen too. So a couple of dogs in the house today. All right, we're just going to begin here in a cross-legged seat. And I just invite you to come on down. You can gently close your eyes for just a couple minutes and just arrive here on your mat knowing you're getting ready for your workout or your practice. And then just notice how you feel today. Do a physical scan of your body and just notice if you have any areas that you feel of tension or tightness. Today I have a little bit of a headache, so I'm noticing that. And then notice your energetic body. So how does your energy feel today? Are you super duper energized? Are you feeling a little bit sluggish or tired? Just notice that, and we'll check in again at the end and see if anything has shifted. Maybe my headache will even go away. That would be nice. All right, very good. So from here, we're just going to begin with some kundalini rolls or stomach grinders just to start warming up our spine. So we're just going to lean over here to the right, come around to the front, the left side, and then round the back. Let's just keep going with that. We don't need to go fast. Just kind of warming up through the spine, through the stomach. Just do a couple more this way, and then we'll switch directions. Let's pause here at the back and then start off to the left. Coming down. Just a few this way. Just kind of a gentle start. Let's do one more. Stop back here in the center. Let's go ahead and raise our arms to the sky, and we're going to start here with a twist. So let's take our right hand to our left knee, looking back over that left shoulder, giving a twist, lengthening up through the spine, and release. Bring the hands back up to center at the top and right away to the other side. So let's go ahead. Take the right hand behind, left hand on the right knee, looking out over the shoulder. And release. From here, we're going to do some side stretches. So I'm going to put my left elbow down and reach out with my right hand, and then go to the other side. We're going to do 6 of these, and really just taking your time here. There's no need to rush. We're just warming up through all the areas of the spine. The spine is meant to be mobile. It's meant to move in all kinds of directions, and that's what we're doing in this spinal warm-up. Back to the center. Now just go ahead and switch the crossing of your feet. Whichever foot you had in front last time, have your other foot in front, and then we're going to do a few more of these reaches. Here's 3, we're doing 6, 4, twice more. Here, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the workout, I just want to work our feet for just a second. So go ahead and take whichever foot is out front, and go ahead and place your fingers in between your toes. And the first time you do this could be hard, especially if you wear high heels or really pointy, tight shoes, which I encourage you not to do. I encourage you to go barefoot or wear minimalist shoes as much as you can. But if you do have to wear those, this is a nice thing to do. So we've got all of our fingers inside our toes, and then just go ahead and massage your foot. And this is a little Pilates move, and you can do this while you're watching TV, whenever. It's just a nice thing. It's so wonderful to work our feet. We have so many nerve endings in our feet, and when we keep them encased in shoes all day, they really start to deaden. And so it's nice to go barefoot a lot and do exercises like this to wake up the feet. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. And let's just put our fingers in between your toes on this side and just move the foot around. There's even things you can buy like called yoga toes. If you've seen those, they're socks with like a piece of cloth in between that help to spread your toes. And it says on the box that you should wear them all night. I can't wear them that long, but you can build up to wearing it for a few hours at a time just to get space in your toes. They should be able to spread. All right, very good. Okay, so let's come back down into our crisscross seat. And from here, we're going to come up onto our knees and then sit back down. So you come up onto your knees, and when you come down, we're going to switch the crossing of the feet. This is a mobility drill for your hips. Just starting to get our hips warmed up. We're only doing 6 of these, so here's 4. Let's do it twice more on each, well, 1 more on each side, but twice more total. And last one. And then from here, we're still in our crisscross seat, and we're going to stand up and down. So we're getting up without the use of our hands and back down. We're doing 6 of these, crossing our feet each time, switching out the legs. There's 3. Being able to get up without using your hands is a really good longevity marker, meaning that if you can do that, your risk of dying of all causes is much lower. And we're up. Let's go to the top of the mat. All right, here we are at the top of the mat. Let's just stand here for a second in our mountain pose. Go ahead and you can shift to the right, to the left, forward, back. Just really trying to find the center. Once you've found it, just shut your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. And exhale. And let's go ahead and lift our arms to the sky and forward fold. Come on down in your forward fold. You can pedal out, bend one knee, and then straighten the other. Just a couple times. Then from here, let's step back with the right leg into our runner's lunge, and then just right away, drop the knee. Go ahead and come up into your low crescent. Just hold here, thinking about everything squared to the top of your mat. And then go ahead and take your left wrist in your right hand and just lean over to the right. So getting a stretch to that left side body. Very good. Go ahead and release the hands behind the back, clasp the hands, and open up, stretching out through the chest, a little bit of a heart opener. You can gaze up if you wish. Just stretching everything out. From here, release. Bring your hands to prayer, and then go ahead and hook the right elbow outside the left knee and just get a little bit of a twist here, a little bit more spinal movement. Very good. So from here, let's go ahead and release. You can frame the left foot, lift up the back knee, and step back into your plank pose. And then go ahead and drop both knees and slowly lower yourself down to your mat. Releasing everything, keeping the palms under the shoulders, lift up into your little baby cobra. Good job. And release. From here, go ahead and press back up into your tabletop. We're just going to do a wrist warm-up. So what I want you to do here is just to start to move your hands, walking them around so your fingers face toward your knees, and then back to the front. And then try to internally rotate the shoulders and walk your hands so they're facing the other way. And then come back again. Let's do one more time, walking them around all the way to the back. Once you get them back here, just hold for a second. Go ahead and tuck the toes under and sit back on your feet. From here, you can bend one elbow and straighten, feeling it in your wrists. This is also a really nice toe stretch, really good for your feet. And then from here, let's sit back on our feet. Okay, so from here, we've done this once before. I call them angel wing press backs. We're going to spread our fingers wide and start to move our hands behind us all the way up to the top and then go back down. We're going to do this 6 times. And this is just a really great way to open up the front side body, open up the chest area, and it's also a nice strengthener for the arms. You never need to lift weights to get upper body strength. I think that's, if you just think about primal or ancestral fitness, yeah, people carried heavy things around, but nobody ever repeatedly lifted something up and down. I mean, there's just no need to do it. It just seems quite strange. Okay, we've got one more. Last one. Awesome job. Okay, from here, we're going to come back out into our plank and then lift up into a downward facing dog. So it's our first downward dog of the class, so go ahead and pedal out the feet, then one, then the other. You can sway your hips side to side, whatever you need to do to get yourself warmed up and used to this position. Very good. So let's hold in stillness for just a second. And then go ahead and bend your knees, look to the top of your mat, and then if you can, hop to the top of your mat. If you'd rather take a step, you can do that. So go ahead and lift up here to your flat back, and then forward fold. Let's rise up to standing. Palms kiss at the top, hands to heart. One more time, reaching up and swan diving all the way back down. From here, we're going to take our left leg back. Go ahead and drop the knee right away, and then come up into that low lunge here. So just taking a second to make sure you feel that everything is square towards the front. Once you feel that, go ahead and take your right wrist in your left hand and lean over to the left, getting a stretch through that right side body. And then go ahead and release, and then clasp the hands behind the back. Maybe the different thumb, the awkward thumb on top this time, and open up through the heart. Maybe challenging your balance a little bit and lifting up your gaze. And then from here, let's take our hands to our heart and come back into that prayer twist. So hooking the left elbow outside the right knee, and just getting that spinal mobility this time. Very good. From here, go ahead and frame the right foot and step back into a plank. And then go ahead and lower down. Do your chaturanga this time, maybe to up dog, and back to your downward facing dog. From here, we're going to do another little foot exercise. I want you to lift up one foot and just roll all the way through the toes, and then place it back down. And then the other side. We're going to do that twice more on each side. You'll notice today that we're really kind of focusing on our feet. And I think that's really important to do, especially if you wear shoes a lot. It's good to have a foot focus. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and take our right leg to the sky, and then go ahead and step it through in between our hands. So from here, when we talked about having a little bit of impact, here it is. We're going to do hop switch for 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That right leg is still in front. And then go ahead and lift yourself up. You can have your hands in prayer here if you wish, but we're going to do jump switch lunges for 6 in this position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. From here, let's take the left palm down, reach up to the sky in an easy twist, releasing everything, and then come into your horizon lunge. So roll onto the outsides of both of your feet, coming into that horizon lunge, and hold here, and then go ahead and lift yourself back up, and from here you can go into your wild thing. So you can take your right foot behind you, up on your toes, straight through the left leg, looking up. Very good. So from here, come onto your left side plank. Take your right knee to your right armpit and hold, and then step it to the top of your mat in your lizard lunge. So from here, you can rock it out. And then we're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. And then just go ahead and fold down. You can do whatever feels good. I'm kind of liking this one right now where I grab my feet or my ankles, kind of leverage myself and pull myself down. From here, go ahead and place your hands on your hips and come all the way up. What we're going to do here, you can heel toe your feet in just a little bit. We're going to come down on the inside of the left foot and then turn and reach up towards the right, really stretching through that hip flexor there. We're going to do that 3 more times. Here's 2. Here's 3. And then what we're going to do for 4 is lift up that back leg. So really getting a stretch, it's total body. We're going to do that once more. And then come into a spider lunge at the back of the mat. And so from here, we're just getting a stretch through that right groin. And if you want, you can do a little balance challenge, maybe one hand to your heart, maybe 2. Hold. And then come to runner's lunge at the top of your mat. From here, let's go ahead and step back into our plank pose, chaturanga, to up dog. And we all meet in our downward facing dog. Take one really good deep breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth, because we're going to do it all on the other side. Go ahead and take that left leg to the sky, and then step it through to your runner's lunge. So from here, we're going to do this little jump switch. So here we go for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, twice more. Last one. Go ahead and come up into your high lunge, and we're going to do those jumps here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take our right hand down, coming into our easy twist. Left hand up to the sky. Very good. And then roll to the outside of both feet into your horizon lunge. And hold here for just a second. Come back up. Let's go ahead and go into our wild thing on the other side. So bringing that left leg behind you, onto the toes, straighten the right leg, looking back. And then that tough little transition, coming onto your side plank, bringing your left knee into your left armpit, and go ahead and step the left foot to the top of your mat in your lizard lunge. You can move around a little bit here. You're doing a good job. Then let's turn to the back of our mat, coming into our forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold again. You can do the same thing that you did on the other side, on this side, or if you want another variation, you can kind of ask your body what it wants and give it that. And then from here, go ahead, put your hands on your hips, and come on up. We're gonna heel toe our feet in just a little bit and come into those the little side lunges and twists. So twisting, whoa, almost lost my balance there, to the front. We're gonna do that 3 more times. So 1, 2, 3, and then lifting that back leg for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into that spider lunge at the back of the mat. If you want to try that balance, again, maybe take 1 hand to the heart, maybe 2, and then we meet back in our runner's lunge at the top of our mat. Go ahead and step that left leg back, find your plank, and then chaturanga to up dog, meeting again, and down dog. Let's take 3 really good breaths here. So in through the nose, you can sigh it out. Or if you like, you can flutter your lips like a horse. Just let something go. All right. So from here, we're coming into a plank, and then rolling to our right into a side plank. Hold here for just a minute, and then what we're going to do is come down into a forearm plank on our left side, so keeping our left forearm parallel to our mat, rolling over, and then using the strength of our right arm to push us back into a side plank. We're doing that 3 more times. So come on down and roll over. Take your time. There's no need to rush. And in fact, the slower you move with more control, the harder it is, and also just the more control you have over your body. 1 more time, come on down. And back up. Go ahead and find your plank into a down dog. And bend your knees and hop to the top of the mat. And from here, I want you to make sure your big toes are together. There can be a little space between the heels, and then sit low, coming into your chair pose. So lifting up here into your chair. And then from here, we're going into eagle. So go ahead and take your left arm under your right into your eagle arms. And then you can lift your right leg and wrap it around your left. And you can do half eagle if that feels better. Or if you want to hook your foot around your left calf, do that. Just hold, find something to stare at in your eagle pose. And just pause here. And then from here, we're going to release. Take a giant step back into our warrior 2. So hold here in your warrior 2. And then go ahead and flip the palm. Come into your reverse warrior. Back to warrior 2. Go ahead and straighten that front leg. You can heel toe the back foot in a couple of inches. And we're going into triangle. So go ahead and send your hips to the back and come on down. So you can hold wherever feels good for you, on your shin, your foot, your mat, whatever. You can look up if you like. But what I want to do here is I want to do a little bit of a shoulder stretch. So you can take your right hand and just place it on your low back. If you feel your shoulder opening, you can leave it there. If you want a little bit more, you can wrap, come into a bind, and wrap that right hand around your left thigh. And then look up if that feels okay on your neck. And just hold. Let's go ahead and release that, looking back to the front of the mat. Frame your left foot and then just go ahead and step your right foot together with your left. Once again, notice the toes, have them together, have some space in the heel. Come on down into your chair pose. From here, we're going to take our right arm under our left, finding our eagle arms, and then we're lifting our left leg up over our right, finding our eagle legs, and into the full expression of the posture. Just holding here. Find a place to focus on so you can keep your balance. And then let's take a big step back, opening it up into your warrior two. Just hold here. From here, let's reverse our warrior, palm up, reach to the back, and then back into our warrior two. Go ahead and straighten the front leg, heel toe the back foot in, coming back into our triangle on this side. So bump the hips back and come on down. You can stay here in your triangle, or if you want that shoulder stretch, you can bring the hand to the lower back, or you can go ahead and find your bind. And looking up, if that feels okay on your neck, just hold. You go ahead and release. Let's frame the right foot and go ahead and step forward. Let's lift up halfway and forward fold. From here, let's reach up to the sky, palms kiss, and right away, back down. From here, let's step or hop back into our chaturanga to up dog, and then find your way into your downward facing dog. All right, let's come into the plank on the other side. So come into your plank pose, and then go ahead and roll to your left, right arm to the sky, and then we're going to come down into the right forearm plank, making sure that our right forearm is parallel to our mat. And then we're going to do that 3 more times. So go ahead and push back up to your left side plank and back down to the right. Again, moving slow and controlled is more strengthening than just hauling butt through it, because we are controlling our bodies. Last one. And back to left side plank. Let's drop down to a regular plank, and then just go ahead and lift up into your down dog. From here, we're going to come into our yogi squat, so you can just step your feet outside your hands, or if you like, you can hop it and land in your yogi squat. We're just going to hold here for just a second. So you can go ahead and lift up out of your lower back. You can put your hands in prayer and use your elbows to open your legs. And just hold here for a second. And then we're going to lower ourselves into boat pose. So go ahead and come to your mat, put your bottom down, and right away, lift those feet up into your boat. And so from here, we're going to go from boat to low boat 3 times. So go ahead and lower yourself down, and then lift yourself back up twice more. Lower down, and lift. Last one. And then back down to low boat. And from here, we're going to rock side to side for 10. So going on to our left, and then our right. Make sure you have hollow body. I know this is hard. This is some ab work. I feel it too. Here's 6. Here's 7. 8. Last 2. 9. and 10. Back to low boat, and release everything down. Let's go ahead and place our feet on our mat, and we're going to come into our bridge. So I like to feel my heels, but to me that's the right spacing, but for you it may be different. All of our bodies are so unique. Go ahead and lift the hips, and if you like, you can stay here, but if you want, you can clasp the hands underneath you, rolling onto your shoulders, and really opening up through the abdominals, keeping the chin off the chest, and just pausing here for just a moment, stretching out the entire front side body, and then go ahead and release that back down. We're going to do a glute stretch here. We're going to come into reclining cow face legs. So cross your right foot over your left. And if you want, you can just pull your knees into your chest. You can hold here. If you don't really feel that stretch, you can grab onto your feet, kind of pull your legs apart to whatever distance feels good, and then start to pull those elbows down to the ground. You should feel a really nice stretch through the outer hips and your glutes. Should feel good after those jumping lunges that we did that were not easy. Little bit of impact. I'm curious to know if you guys like that. Let's go ahead and switch. Just go across the left over the right away, and pull those elbows down and the feet towards you. Because if you do like those little bits of impact, I can make more workouts that have a little bit of impact in it. I myself kind of like that, just a little like cardio burst or challenge. Let me know if you like it too. And then go ahead and release. From here, we're going to go in happy baby, so just grab the outside of your feet and bring them on up. If you can't grab the feet without the lower back lifting off the floor, you can grab your ankles. And so from here, you can rock a little bit side to side, massaging on the spine. You can also bend one leg and straighten the other, getting a stretch through the hamstring, or straighten both legs at once, whatever feels good for you, whatever your body is craving. And then from here, once you feel like you've had enough happy baby, you can go ahead and release your feet and walk them out. We're coming into our final resting posture. You can just let those feet flop open, palms up, facing the sky. We found our Shavasana. We're only here for a minute or two. Just a little final rest. Go ahead and shut down the eyes. Let your breathing return to normal. And I'll be quiet now. Just hold here. From here, go ahead and just gently roll yourself to one side. Using the strength of your arms, go ahead and push yourself back up, finding a comfortable seat on your mat. From here, just go ahead and close the eyes for a second. I just want you to do a body scan like we did at the beginning. Just noticing your physical body. My headache is actually a lot better. That's just something I'm noticing. Notice your energetic body, if you feel you have a little bit more energy than before, or maybe you feel sleepy now. Just noticing, not judging, not good or bad, but just noticing these subtle shifts in your physical and energetic body. And go ahead and take your palms to your heart, bow your head. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this Yoga Mo-Flo workout. I'm so glad you were able to join me today. If you enjoyed that video, go ahead and push the like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet to the Yoga Mo-Flo channel, I encourage you to do so. That way you don't miss a single workout to come out every week. And again, if you have any comments or suggestions for me, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I do read those and respond to almost all of them. So please do that, and I will see you guys in the next video.